Breathing without conscious thought is failing to use a powerful tool you have within your disposal. Realizing how and when to correctly breathe can be beneficial. This is because life itself is primarily breath. Breath, what a magnificent thing. There is magnitude and power in breath that few use. Could this be because it is something easily overlooked? A lot of people fail to realize the different ways in which they can use their breath and how by doing so it can help them immensely, not just in terms of health, but by enhancing every area of their life in general. Research has shown how breath is directly related to how we experience life. Essentially, breathing and thought are connected. Breathing has become somewhat of an unconscious activity and solely used as a means of survival. It's only when one finds himself choking, gasping for air, or hyperventilating that they become conscious of the need to control their breathing. But this in itself is very limited, and it's a limited use of breath, considering the vast ways we now know it can be used to our benefit. Our breath is essentially the creation of who we are. Inhaling air is the first thing we do when we enter this world, and exhaling it is the last thing we do when we exit. There can be no life or death without breath. If only we truly appreciated this process, we would no longer just use it unconsciously and as a basic function for survival. Instead, we would use it to get more out of our existence on this earth. After all, we are only here for a period of time. It takes no effort to breathe. It requires no external help. Without doing anything, the body will naturally breathe. Yet there is so much more we can use our breath for. With correct breathing, you can center your body and mind, essentially placing your body and mind at peace. It's the perfect way to silence all of the outside noise we are continuously exposed to throughout the day. Much of this noise only causes distraction and removes us further away from connecting with our true self. It also makes it harder for us to sustain a life of happiness and joy. So much so, many consider this impossible to do, but it isn't. There are people all over the world today living day to day feeling happy, joyful, and content with life. And surprisingly, in most cases, this has nothing to do with money or material wealth. Let's take a look at one way we can use our breath to enhance the quality of our life. This is using it to harness the power of intention. Using the breath to create the intention you want. Often before I do a presentation or have an encounter with someone, I consciously breathe in with the thought of how I want it to go, and as I exhale, I release what I don't want. With each deep breath, I state in the positive. For example, as I breathe in, I state, I am totally relaxed. And as I exhale, I state, every ounce of stress is leaving me right now. I envision it as I breathe. I watch the breath flowing through me and sending this intention to every ounce of my body. I do the same for the negativity leaving me as I watch it leaving my body. This is an active process. Not only do I see it, I feel it. The magical thing is that most times, my presentation or encounter with that person goes far better than I expected. Does it work? Yes. How? I don't know. All I know is that it does work, and I've used it plenty of times. It's a bit like a light switch. You've switched on and off that light switch many times, and the results are the same. But if I was to ask you exactly how it works, I bet most couldn't tell me. Even I couldn't tell you. Now why not try it for yourself? Before you do a task, just take a few seconds to breathe. Breathe deeply and allow the breath to center you. By center, I mean allow your body and mind to become at peace, in a state of just being, whatever that means for you. Then start to consciously breathe deeply with intention. Close your eyes, and as you breathe in, recite how you wish to be. Happy, strong, in control, fulfilled, whatever emotion or state that will serve you doing whatever it is you have to do. And as you exhale, release everything you don't want. Stress, tension, confusion, weakness, whatever resonates with you. As you do this exercise, actually envision it happening to you right in the moment. You'll be surprised with the end result, and it's free. You'll start to harness a gift that you have been blessed with, and in return, it will bless you with its benefits. Breath, what a magnificent thing.